Hello, high flyers! Spirit has 3 new aspects to help you soar to higher heights: commitment, perseverance, and evolution. Hello, I am Anthony the Empathic Elevator. For those who don't know, those who've been following me, thank you. Appreciate your likes, shares, and comments. I'm here to open up that divine light inside of you and make you a wand if you want, because it's fun. Who doesn't want a wand? I mean, if you're a Harry Potter lover, I don't see how you could resist. Truly handmade, truly hand-selected stick stones and copper. Let's get to the reading, y'all. Let's get to the reading. We're gonna do some the secret language of color, as well as our good friend Abraham today. Set the stage. See what the language of color has to say. A dynamic day today. It was cloudy and rainy. It stormed last night and then it cleared up and it was like the most beautiful afternoon. And now it's getting ready to storm again, so why not? Dynamism is fun. And necessary, says Spirit. 144 on the timer. Angel spirits and guides, what do we have for this high flyer collective today? We got this one, we got this one, this one. Oh wow, landed right in the fold of the book. What else do we have, Spirit? Thank you. We got learn to scan your body. First one throwing itself out there. The number 29 card, learn to scan your body. 229 on the timer. Building new relationships with our body by scanning the energy of things. There we are. You too? All right. Ground yourself. Says, wait for me. Ground yourself. Learn to scan your body and take that energy out into nature and ground it. Ground yourself. Ground those inner workings that whatever it is that's been toiling or troubling us. We also have Cyan, the number 35. So we have Master number 11, Master number 11 again with 29, that makes 11, and 35, Cyan, CMYK. You guys artists out there, and graphic designers know what CMYK is. Activate your healing power. Activate your healing power with the 37 card. Yeah, read differently backwards in the camera. Activate your healing power. Actually, that goes right here. So tuning into that body, scanning that body, activating our ability to let go of things, which is in essence, you know, which activates our healing power. Inhale a breath of life and ground yourself. Let's go ahead and take a deep hail right on cue to that. So let's do it's 424 on the timer. Let's do a 444 breathing. Helps us connect to the angels. We're gonna breathe in for 4 seconds and go. Holding for 4 seconds. 444 on the timer. And release. One more. And release. I always go to 12. If you know, you know. I'll just say Nikola Tesla. Oh, I love this. The next card out, 44. We're all in these fours today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lavender, peace and calm. Calm your mind. Connect to body, mind, and spirit. I also say calm your mind, body, and spirit with some lavender. You can inhale lavender. You can burn it, smoke it. We have access innovative thinking with the 23 card. That's a 5. So innovative thinking, 5 is about changing the way we think, allowing change, going with the flow, tuning into what would help us be more in a flow state. Things such as innovative thinking. We have purple, 39 or 12 card, and developmental clarity, which can definitely be done through grounding ourselves, through learning to scan the body, by building confidence. Wearing colors like cyan feels very confident. Inhaling breaths of life, tuning into that giving breath. One of the most beautiful gifts we are given, which is the breath of life. And not to mention a absolute abundance supply of it. I mean, talk about abundance. We can go outside and take big gasping breaths of air. We can do that inside as well. I say outside, referring to grounding ourselves and connecting to nature to develop that mental clarity. Also finding healing powers in nature. Thank you, Spirit. What do we have from Abraham today? What do we have from Abraham? We have, I am selfish enough to want to feel good. I am selfish enough to want to feel good. So it's good to be selfish in the sense that we take time to scan our body. We take time to give ourselves space, to tune into a sense of healing, to give ourselves a break, give yourself grace. I can always reach for thoughts that feel better. I can always reach for thoughts that feel better. We got the sun and the moon. As Abraham would say, you know, a wonderful affirmation to uptake, intake, to understand and understand. 8:38 on the timer is, you know, we're on this rock with dirt and water, this living being that is Mother Earth, and it's spinning in perfect proximity to the sun that helps us live here in this time, this space, but also other planets, the moon, stars, everything in perfect orchestration. 9:06 on the timer, and that nothing, you know, things crash into each other, but you know what I mean. For the most part, we're pretty damn safe on this planet. Whatever I give my attention to, wanted or unwanted, I am creating. With a little daisy imagery on there. Let's read the last sentence. As it is your desire to feel good and practice to choose good feeling thoughts, only good things will come to you. Building confidence through knowing that when we give our attention to things wanted, that's what we will receive. Well-being is my natural state of being. With access innovative thinking, developmental clarity around the idea that, well-being is throughout. Well-being is our natural inheritance of being humans, and just the natural way of Mother Earth, who has given us permission to live on this planet, to live on her space and within. There's nothing for me to guard against. So tuning into healing by feeling secure, getting grounded, and knowing that we don't have to guard against those unwanted thoughts inside, as Abraham would say, learning to scan the body, working with spirit on new beginnings, new fresh ways of feeling. The measure of my success is my joy. Whenever you are feeling good, you are an enormous, successful contributor. Reaching for joy can always reach for a thought that feels better. Now, joy may be a stretch. 11:11 on the timer. When we're doing affirmations, I think a lot of people discount affirmations because they don't work for them immediately. But what happens is, if we're not in alignment, if we're in a place where, say, we're feeling distress or despair, joy is going to feel like a stretch. So it's helpful to, I don't like to use need to because it seems forceful. You need to do this. Anyways, it's helpful to start from where you're at and work your way up the vibrational scale. Because anger feels better than despair. Acceptance feels better than anger. Neutrality feels better than acceptance. And so on and so on. Nothing is more important than that I feel good. Nothing is more important than that I feel good. And look how she's reaching for the flowers for this tree, reaching to this tree and those gigantic blooms. I was going to say the mango tree, but that's a different card that has the mangoes on it. Mangoes. Nothing is more important than that I feel good. Added to whatever I give my attention to, wanted or unwanted, I am creating. And so reaching for those thoughts to help us to feel good, building confidence in the knowing that whatever has gone on, if we give ourselves the space to reach for what feels good, we can start to have that inner knowing that well-being is a natural state of being. We get one more card for the wonderful collective here. My future isn't about my past. Life is only about the now. And this seems appropriate. 13:13 on the timer. And my future isn't about my past. It's only about the now. It's about, every day is a brand new beginning. Let's see what the back of the card says. Nothing that has ever happened has anything to do with now. Unless in my now, I continue to think and speak about it. Fresh thoughts today will always give me a fresh new experience. It's like that fresh flower she's holding to her chest. Fresh thoughts, feeling flower fresh in our foundations, creating new foundations of feeling good, new foundations of reaching for joy, new foundations of, being selfish enough to want to feel good, selfish enough to take time for ourselves to feel good. So we got the Oracle Prism calling with a loud yes to whom do I want to use today. Also being called to bring out these stones. So we've got this beautiful amethyst. Oh, geez. Good thing it's nice and sturdy. On the developmental clarity, we got some ametrine. And that's gonna go right here as I always reach for better feeling thoughts. Lavender, we got another piece of amethyst here. Got some clear quartz. for, yeah, joy. Measure of my success is my joy. We got lapis lazuli to build our confidence. We have this green apatite, I believe it is. And whatever I give my attention to about creating, creation stone. Inhale a breath of life with tiger's eye. Swinging into that creative power. We've got a little piece of agate here. Or ground yourself. Actually, it's going to go to nothing's more important than I feel good, because we got a piece of jasper to align with this grid of grounding ourselves. So look at that. And we also have a beautiful little mini Lumerian quartz. It's going to go right here with my future is not about my past. It is only about the now. First card out, we have Mystery with more purple energy. Lots of tuning into the higher knowing, tuning into that insight, connection. Yeah, mystery. Mystery being about getting familiar with the mystery of the process, this awakening process. And yeah, about not always having to know exactly how, things are going to stack up. We have these two stacks here, these two rectangles stacked on ends. And it's about building foundations too, allowing in some mystery into the process as well. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for the High Flying Collective today? We have comfort. Finding comfort as we ground ourselves in nature. And also releasing comfort zones. A good place to release things that are no longer serving us is going out and getting grounded. Anger. So maybe prefacing that we may be have some anger pop up in the near future, in the future position, and the confidence coming in through knowing that you can be confident, knowing that these are all normal human emotions. It's normal to feel angry every now and then. 1818 on the timer. And that things like that are lessons, opportunities, and also that it's okay, just that it's okay to feel angry. That can help build your confidence if you ever feel like overwhelmed by your emotions or that they're inappropriate. If you've been taught to dealt with narcissistic relationships, where often as empaths the narcissist is allowed to be angry and we are not. We also have caution. Yeah, and that's about not trying to make it all fit together at once. I have the puzzle pieces in the background, as well as the yellow is about our personal power. So feeling in a healed place is about in part about not giving away our power to others. So being cautious about that. 1936 on the timer. Lots of 369s and 444. You might have been seeing a lot of 444s or 369s on the clock, on the timers. Consciousness. So we have, that different levels of consciousness. Inhaling a breath of life, breathing into our conscious spirit, breathing into our higher spirit, but also our connection to the greater whole. We have space, giving ourselves space. And lavender can help clear out space in the mind to help us connect to body, mind, and soul. Maybe felt like you haven't had the space to. Spirit wants you to give yourself this grace of space as thunder rolls outside. Clouds aren't afraid to take up space. Lightning's not afraid to take up space. We also have protection. So it's okay to be selfish enough to want to protect ourselves, to protect our assets, protect our well-being feeling, to protect ourselves in this process of reaching for better feeling thoughts. Isolating those better feeling thoughts as well. Also, if you've been feeling isolated, and as tough as it can be helpful to recognize that those periods of isolation are, in an essence, and not maybe totally, a gift from spirit to go within, to ground ourselves, to connect more consciously. It's space to connect to our body, mind, and spirit so that we can develop the mental clarity to know that well-being is a natural state of being. Trusting what's in our heart, trusting what we want to give our attention to, whatever I give my attention to, wanted or unwanted, I am creating, my eye itching there, so trusting what we see, trusting what we give our attention to with our eyes, Obviously a big place from which we give our attention is what we see with our little eyeballs. 2222 on the timer, new relationships, also master number, a little bit of throat chakra there. Confidence coming out again. So we have confidence from the language of color deck as well as the oracle. Knowing that there's nothing for me to guard against, helping us to build confidence in this process, that we are allowed to reach for better feelings. We're allowed to reach for joy, and that, the measure of my success is in that joy. We have the death card coming out, so losses. Sorry, any of you might have experienced some deaths in the family. I heard death of a sister, perhaps a grandmother even. So bridging, it kind of came out sideways too, bridging this idea that there's nothing to guard against because death is just part of the cycle of life, and I truly believe that there is no death is not an end, it's just a new beginning. So we can reach for more joyful feelings, and the fact that actually when someone passes, we have more immediate access to them. Often more than in this busy world where we're disconnected and don't always have time to talk to people. Sometimes when people pass, you actually have a stronger connection with them, because everything that we were, as Abraham would say, everything that we were holding against them kind of goes away for the most part. And we tend to see the things that made us feel good. Nothing's more important than that I feel good. Happiness coming out with that. Reaching for happiness, reaching for joy. Spirit wants you to be happy. Spirit wants you to let go of the past. What else do we have for the wonderful collective here? moving forward, get some rest. Make some solace in knowing that it's a new day, a new beginning. It's okay to rest and access that natural state of well-being. Oh, for developing mental clarity here, what do we have? For underlying energies, what do we have here? And we shall go to the book, see how it all relates. Movement. We're moving forward, getting that forward moving mental action. Agility about, my future isn't about my past, life is only about the now. So allowing ourselves, Spirit encouraging us to move forward from upsets and rejection. Coming out to my left here, so leaving them behind, walking away perhaps from feeling rejected, feeling maybe overthinking ideas that, rejection is a bad thing. So often rejection is our protection, either in that you weren't ready for whatever it is we were calling in, or that what we thought we were calling in wasn't actually going to turn out to be good for us. And underneath the very final card, we have intuition coming out with developmental clarity. Talk about a way to develop mental clarity is by using our intuition. And I will say this once again, because I feel like there's some discourse around this. Intuition is not just our gut feeling. That is your instinct. This is your instinct. And we feel what's okay to reject in our instinct, and we trust through our heart space, the trusting that what we want to give our attention to, and we receive insight through consciousness, through that connection to spirit, through our third eye. So we receive, this is our insight. And together we have the triad, which is intuition. Move my wand out of the way. Let me see what the book has to say. 27 minutes on the timer. And it is July 27th. A discerning journey of personal progress. Prioritize your loyalties today. Commitment with the number 7. Ask you to stay true to your responsibilities, rather than getting lost in the distractions of fleeting pleasure. To whom and to what are you devoted? Show your sincerity through action, rather than words, proving to others and yourself just how reliable you are. Action over words. And don't back down without a fight, because Leo season increases vitality, perseverance, and the 7 of Wands. Ask you to accept any challenges that come your way as you channel this solar energy into personal conviction. If you find yourself facing adversity or external blockages, push through these hurdles with pure passion rather than stooping low in combat. Isolation, whatever it is that you may find yourself facing adversely today. But know that humility is the name of the game today. Evolution and the Chariot reminds you that while being serious pays off big, and the Chariot about forward movement, the Chariot is about moving forward, you must keep your head down and do the work to maintain momentum. Tap into strength rather than ego as you show the universe just how committed you are to success. So again, with commitment evolution and perseverance, helping us to soar to new heights, high flyers. By executing necessary legwork required, you can make substantial gains. Yes, sir. By going within, grounding ourselves, doing the breath work, establishing a healthy routine, connecting to mind, body, and spirit so we can develop mental clarity, isolating the thoughts that aren't working, protecting our our energy by doing more than we say, listening more than we speak, developing confidence by knowing that nothing was truly ever rejected. It was just acceptance of our highest divine timeline. And today's mantra: through hard work, humility, and commitment, I can soar to new heights of progress. Today's journal prompt: what does my relationship to commitment look like, historically as well as today? That's with like comfort zone and caution. Today's ritual is to write it on a piece of paper, write down one goal or purpose, and underline it 7 times. Carry the paper with you throughout your day, and if you're feeling lost, sit in your goal for 7 minutes before moving into action. Taking space, resting with it, tuning into intuition, isolating what it is that can help us move the needle forward. Born on this day, Queen Mother Moore, an American civil rights leader and Black nationalist. Donnie Yen, a Hong Kong Chinese actor, martial artist, director, producer, action choreographer, and multiple-time world wushu champion. I don't know what wushu is. Sounds familiar. Kriti Sanon, an Indian actor, was also born today, said, "The more you do, the more you think, the better you get." This is funny because we were talking a lot in coaching class today about repetition, and repetition, helps create mastery and trust and confidence. So I hope this found you guys on a wonderful altitude today. Once again, I thank you for tuning in with me. Have a great day. Have a great weekend as we approach Friday here, and make some movement on that project. Give yourself the space to isolate what it is that gonna help us step out of our comfort zone, and also to allow in some mystery and connection with spirit. Thanks. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye. It's 33:33.